When Sonic the Hedgehog burst onto the gaming scene on June 23rd, 1991, it was like a bolt out of the blue. He was ultra fast, super flash, zippy, refreshing, and he was Sega's new mascot. He helped drive sales, bring more awareness to Sega, and in part boosted the company during one of the most exciting console battles of all time. 25 years on, and today we are going to look at 12 separate games where you can find Sonic hidden away as a secret bonus, where he makes a cameo or was perhaps referenced in some way throughout other games, as this is the Easter Egg Hunter. In Serenity's Waste, featured in Borderlands the pre-sequel, head to the gate and entrance to Regolith Range, just for reference sake, and then turn around venturing down the slope, but veer off to the right and climbing up onto the nearby rocks, where you can battle against a gathering of fire-breathing Kragans. Sometimes, if you're lucky, a phonic Kragan will appear, a blue electrified beast based on our beloved Sonic, and will even drop money after being hit or destroyed, just like in the Sonic games, except of course they would be rings. Upon Sega AM2's Sega Saturn release of Virtua Fighter 2, have Player 1 select Jackie and Player 2 opt for Sarah, or vice versa. This will allow you to battle upon the stage of Chicago and is the only time you can select it. At certain points, generally after a round has finished, the camera will pan around to give you a different perspective of the finishing move during a replay. If you are off to the right of the arena, then in the background you can grab a glimpse of graffiti artwork of Sonic upon the brickwork. In two different cartoon-related games, Sonic makes two tiny appearances, the first being in Tom and Jerry the movie, developed by Sega for the Game Gear in '93, where on stage 2, named The Night Town, you can find posters of Sonic inside the window of the bookshop. While in Bugs Bunny in Double Trouble, developed by Probe Entertainment, in levels 1 and 2 the player can collect speedy shoes, as they are known, and ultimately allow Bugs to run at a much faster pace. The shoes aren't exactly the same as Sonic's, but the colours are, plus the left shoe is tapping as if Sonic was physically standing there waiting impatiently for us to pick up the controller and play his game. During the year of 1994, both Donkey Kong Country and Earthworm Jim, two platforming titles, were released. It was Donkey Kong which enjoyed all the success, to which Shiny Entertainment decided to insert an Easter egg into the Sega CD version with an arrow through Donkey Kong's head. Though that was not all, as Rare retaliated in Donkey Kong Country 2, whereby viewing Cranky's video game hero screen by tapping L and R together, you can find Earthworm Jim's Plasma Blaster and also Sonic's shoes, both of which rest next to the trash can and next to a sign reading, "No Hopers." Another title which personally contained a dig directed at Sonic was Uni Racers, also known as Uni Rally in the PAL territories. It was developed by DMA Design and designed to show that the Super Nintendo could indeed handle fast-paced action similar to that of Sega's popular Sonic games. But by heading into the option and selecting Define Player, you can edit and pop in your own profile name, but just not any swear words or even the name of Satan, as the game will say, not cool enough. You can also try plumping in Sega and Sonic, to which the game will say the exact same thing. Two other small appearances from the Sonic series include Sonic whizzing across the screen in Ayrton Senna's Super Monaco Grand Prix 2. To see him, head to the World Championship mode, create a new game, and opt for the Master option, input your name and select race, to which the game will ask you, do you want to select a rival? Say yes, and Sonic rushes on by the very next screen. And in Premier Manager 95 for the Genesis or Mega Drive, often in the sponsors menu where you can place advertisements around the ground, you can find various nods to Sega titles and the 32X. You can also pick out a billboard advertising the game Chaotix, released for the 32X and only game in the Sonic series for the add-on. Plus it didn't even feature Sonic apart from a small cameo in the game's good ending. In 1994, developers Nextech unveiled Crusader of Senti onto the Sega Genesis, a title that some called the Genesis's answer to The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. And yes, while it possesses similar features, it's actually a pretty good RPG and not to be sniffed at. Anyway, earlier on in the game and just after gaining the ability to talk to the animals, Corona can visit an enemy beach where, after working out a small series of puzzles in order to continue up the beach, you can find Sonic sunbathing and wagging his finger at you. You can also talk to him, to which he says, "I'm a gallant hedgehog, don't mess or you'll get burned." On to Goat Simulator now, a game I had never played until this week. This game is crazy, stupid, but actually a lot of fun, and I wish I'd played it a long time ago. So at the main menu, pick out the blue streak mutator and add it to your game. Once underway, continuously tap R on the keyboard and your goat's eyes will turn white. It will curl up into a ball, spin ferociously and turn the colour of blue. Upon pressing forward, the goat will charge up the road for a short distance, just like Sonic's Spin Dash ability. In GTA 5, head down to the neighbourhood Mission Row, southeast in downtown Los Santos and home to Atlee Street, which is filled to the brim with independent jewellery stores, including the shop Supersonic, the ultra-fast ring specialist. And to finish up, we are heading to Christmas Nights into Dreams, a sampler of Nights into Dreams but with a Christmas theme, which was given away via Sega Saturn magazines, bundled with consoles, through buying other titles and even by venturing to Blockbuster Video. It is a relatively short title following Elliot and Clarice while they try to retrieve the star back from the clutches of the Gillwing to pop back on top of the Christmas tree, though is packed to the rafters with bonus content and Easter eggs, including presents which you can match them up to unlock extra features each time you beat the game, where perhaps after several hours of playing you would have found and unlocked Sonic as one of your gifts, where you can now take to Spring Valley using Sonic, which would mark the very first 3D appearance of the character. Sonic is even treated to a boss battle featuring Dr. Eggman, this time dressed up as Santa. Hey everyone, this is James, and if you ever want to know what else I get up to, then you can always find and follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And if you're new to the channel, then why not subscribe and become part of the journey as we explore secrets, Easter eggs and glitches every single week. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.